I'm going to be doing 16 segments per ring, and of course I'm going to be using my wedgie sled and my wedgies to get this done. A little bit of a selfless plug here, you can buy these kits pre-made by me from my Etsy if you are interested in getting into segmenting. I even have a video on my wedgie sled, how I make them and how they work here on my YouTube. So I'm going to be starting with a base of 6 inches, more or less. And to achieve that, I'm setting my distance gauge 1.25 inches away from the blade. I don't think these measurements need to be exact. As long as you're in the ballpark, you should be fine. Remember, this is a rough project right now. You're going to be turning it down to a more beautiful and precise item. Once I get enough segments for the rings I want, I'm going to back my distance gauge up from the blade about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. That's going to make it so that my next ring is going to overlap about halfway on the base ring, and I'm going to work my way up from there. Okay, that ought to do it. So one of the first things I always do when I am starting with my segmenting is I do test cuts. So I'll do the first ring. I won't go any further than that until I know that that is good. There's a lot of variables that can be going on in here that can mess up your rings. Your blade could not be 90. Your wedgie sled couldn't be set right. Your distance gauge could be moving like mine is. There's just a lot of different things that can affect your ring. So it's always good to, well, start and make sure everything is as good as possible, and then do your test cuts, see how it looks from there, and then move forward. One thing that would really help too is if I got a crosscut blade for my table saw, I would have way less of these frillies and stuff to clean up. Don't want anything impeding this ring, because if something's in there and you don't know about it, you'll think your ring is off when it's really just there's something in there. Alright, 16 segments. That looks pretty good.